We needed a few moments to make the best possible plan out of our bad situation. I have decided to spread us around the center, since we were all sitting there grouped, and any frontal attack would result in all of us probably getting killed. We have all found our bush or hole to sit in, and wait for what was to come. I could not see anyone, but we were all within a 15-meter radius, waiting and listening. However, 15 minutes have passed, and nothing was happening. We couldn't even hear the birds, which usually become active at this time of the night. We couldn't even hear the crickets. What would be the best sign that there was no movement in our area? The first adrenaline wave was slowly washing off, and I could feel the cold air below my gear. I could also feel a sharp pain in my left leg. I probably cut myself on some plant on our way here, but damn, this wound was actually pretty bad. I could feel the warm blood around it, while my leg was going numb. I had to put the pressure on it somehow, but my pose was pretty bad for doing anything useful. However, the pouring blood did not care about it. I don't even know for how long I was bleeding, but I could now feel that my whole left leg was wet and sticky. I did my best to miggle in one hand to touch the wound, and the situation was pretty serious. The wound was pretty deep, and there were no signs of it stopping. Something had to be done, but it was still too dangerous to move out and blow our cover. I tried to get my leg on the higher position, but the piercing pain was the only result. And then I blacked out. I don't know for how long I was lying there, maybe for 5 minutes or 5 hours. But what came next, I do not recall correctly. I only remember getting the serious dizziness, probably from the blood loss. Why am I lying now here, covered in the bloody bandages? Why is everyone so silent and looking as if they went through the worst fight in their lives? And where the hell was Liz? Before I blacked out again, I have managed to recall some things. While lying completely defenseless, I could remember sensing a sudden and terrific pain on my back, and the sound of the sharp metal tearing down my chainmail armor below the jacket. I've never felt anything similar in my life, and the smell of the creature was horrific, as if it came from hell itself. Its eyes were looking at me while he licked off my blood from his strange weapon, as he was preparing to make the final blow. I could hear my friends in the background and see Liz's arrow hitting it straight into his shoulder. The creature looked up and avoided the next arrow with a swift jump. I could lean on my side to see it going straight into my friends. Jack got hit first. After the creature slashed his arm, John tried to engage him from the side, but he only got a nasty blow in the head and blacked out. Revan threw one dagger and hit its leg. The creature tried to hit him, but Revan jumped and evaded the deadly strike. While being in the air, Revan used the second dagger and managed to hit the same spot. This caused the creature to yell in pain, but the sound of it was too strange, as if it was enjoying seeing the blood zipping out of its leg. Liz was its goal, and Revan could not do anything to stop him. She was there, standing and waiting for it to strike her down, and it did just that. The strong blow almost ripped her apart. I could only see her getting on her knees while the creature was preparing to end her life. But at that moment, I could feel the earth rumbling and shaking. Something was coming, probably to finish us. But the bluish light surrounded Liz, and the moment after, she vanished. A large net went through the air and pinned down the creature before it could react. Two large creatures came at full speed from the forest, roaring and stomping, both almost 3 times larger than all of us. A moment later, I saw the third figure, ordering them to stand down. The last thing I remember was this large centaur blocking my sight before striking down the attacker. It was over. We were safe. But what happened to Liz? They told me that she is still alive, but how? That blow would kill a wild boar. What the hell happened? Guess I am going to black out again.